Hello, BigMacs. Welcome back to another video. So yes, BigMacs, today is a bit of a different video than I normally would be posting, and that is because I had the opportunity and the privilege to interview Nano. Now, this is all thanks to the lovely people over at JROCKNORTH who reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to interview Nano for their JM Fest that they were holding this year. And obviously I was very happy to do so. In a very short amount of time, you will see the interview. I would like to, again, just thank Nano for taking the time to sit down and do the interview with me as well. I would like to apologize for her for being a bit awkward. It was my first time doing a one-on-one interview. So I was a bit nervous, but she was very lovely, very nice, as you'll see shortly. I highly recommend, if you've not heard of Nano before, go check her out. Her music is amazing, and she's a very, very lovely human being. So without further ado, here is my interview with Nano. I apologize for my awkwardness.
Perfect. So I guess just the first question, just if you wanted to introduce yourself.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm back in Toronto. This is my second time here. I'm Nano. I am a American-born Japanese anime rock singer. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's me.
Perfect. So I was doing a bit of research on yourself, and I saw in one interview you said not to go into your Wikipedia. kind of avoid that and any questions just to have you ask directly. So I was just curious, what got you started into your YouTube channel? I think it was back in 2011 that you started. So what kind of made you want to start that?
Well, my sort of official start by putting my music out there was in 2011, but the dream of wanting to become a singer in Japan was started from when I was very little. And so it's been a very long sort of journey until I've gotten here. But originally, I just loved being on stage and connecting with the audience. That was like my sole passion. I had my first taste of it when I was in elementary school, and that moment really changed my life, where I was singing in front of an audience and the audience was looking at me and just feeling really passionate about the song that I was singing. And until then, since I'm Japanese and I was born in America, I always felt kind of out of place. Like I wasn't really melding in with people.
Okay.
And so music gave me the opportunity to feel like I could have a place amongst people and connect with people. And so that was sort of, long story short, my start. And then I decided that I wanted to just go back to my roots, go to Japan, because I love Japan. And so that's what sort of started me on there. And getting into anime was actually a pretty big sort of start as well, because anime introduced me to JROCK.
Right.
And a lot of really cool music that I felt like I could vibe with. And yeah.
Oh, awesome. Well, I guess that kind of leads me into the next question, because I know on your Anomaly EP, you did work with a lot of different artists on that. So I know even Yosh and Sho from Survives of the Prophet, and then previously you've also worked with My First Story. So I was just kind of curious what the process is compared to doing music on your own, by yourself when you first started, now compared to either doing collaborative art with other artists.
Yeah, I always was a solo artist, singer for a really long time. Even before I made a major debut, I was recording stuff in my room and being sort of like a hermit. And I've always been that kind of person where like I said before, I don't really know how to work with people on a comfortable level.
Right.
But music gave me the opportunity to be able to sort of break that barrier of mine and work with a lot of people. And because music was there, it gave me a reason to feel more confident about myself. And working with My First Story, Hero, was a huge change in my life. Until then, I had never really officially collaborated with another singer. And so just being in the studio with someone, sort of soaking up the way someone else does it.
They're completely different process to what you normally might do.
and we were in actually the same booth singing together at the same time. That's kind of rare, actually.
Yeah.
Usually one person sings first and then the other person sings, but just to make it sort of feel like it was one thing. You know? We wanted to do it together, so we were singing together in the same booth.
Right.
And I think that sort of gave power to the song, savior of song, and it was really like an eye-opener for me. So after that, it gave me courage to reach out to more people. And the excitement of it is something that until this day, to even now, I feel like is a very special thing to share, like that experience with someone and to be able to learn from someone. I'm still learning to this day from many, many people. So, yeah.
And is there anyone that you would say that you want to collaborate with in the future?
Many, many people.
Yeah, it's kind of a broad question, so
but I usually don't like plan ahead. Like I don't say to myself, "Oh, I want to work with this person, and that's my goal." I just like day by day, the people I meet is an inspiration, and then if I come across someone at like an event or something, and we share the stage and we vibe together well, then that kind of opens up to a collaboration. That happened the same way with Survive to the Prophet. We were at the same event overseas. And after that, we had an opportunity to say, oh, let's make a song together. And I invited them to write a song for me for my EP.
No, that's really cool. It's kind of friends of like the channel that I'm on as well. I met them and got to hang out with them. So I was curious on the song that you did with them. Is it Show who does the screaming, like kind of closer?
That was, yes, that was Show. The drummer does the shout and scream. So Yosh wrote the song.
Oh, okay.
And after that, we were actually, in the first version of it, Show wasn't in the screaming part. That was out later on with the arrangement. I wrote the lyrics first and then did a quick demo. And then after that, they were like, we could add something a little bit, spice to it. Why don't we have a little bit of Show screaming in there? I was like, well, I've never had screaming.
I was going to say, it's very different from...
Yeah. And I've always been open to trying new things. And it was like, that's it. That's the next step. Yes, that's the missing spice. And so I was like, let's go. So actually, Show came into the studio with me and we were doing the same, like the thing that I did with Hero. We got into the booth together and we're like singing together. And that was really fun.
Also, to kind of switching up a bit, I saw on your YouTube channel that you have also been streaming Genshin Impact every once in a while. So I was just curious about how you kind of got into Genshin. Is it something that you're still currently playing?
I would love to talk about that. Actually, not a lot of people actually know about this, but I did an official character song.
Oh,
Genshin actually called to me and they gave me the opportunity to sing character song. And the character was Arlecchino, and at the time she was a new character. And at the time, to be honest, I wasn't playing Genshin at all. And I didn't even know about Genshin because I'm not a gamer. And so I was like, well, yeah, I've done a couple of game songs and I didn't know the hype about Genshin until then. But then when the song was released, I looked at the views and was like, oh my God, what's going on?
Maybe I should check this out.
And then I started Genshin. And then not because I sang the song, but now I'm a huge fan of the game itself. And I've been playing like every single day. So I've been hooked.
Understandable. I think during lockdown, that's kind of when I started getting into Genshin.
Oh, wow.
And I had to stop because it was like taking over.
Yeah, it does take a lot of time. So it's like my only hobby right now, apart from music. That's the only thing I can do right now. So.
Interesting. And because I saw like you were streaming that on YouTube and stuff, is that something that you're thinking about potentially like doing in the future? Maybe a bit more like streaming outside of just like gaming, maybe like even making music? Is that something maybe you might think about?
Yes, because at the moment I haven't been streaming a lot, but streaming is like a huge thing right now. And I would love to be able to do more streaming content, whether it's game or not, just music wise as well. I think it's such a big opportunity to connect with the world. And since so many people are enjoying that kind of like the audience, is there, I would love to be able to do that. I mean, I don't know if it's possible, but I mean, VTubing is also something that I would love looking into, just giving a chance for myself to try new things is always exciting. So yeah. If you have any tips for me, because you're the pro at it.
Yeah, I would say, I think like I was watching the stream that you were doing. You know, I think you're kind of a natural at it. I feel like you already, having like started YouTube, I think you kind of get used to being in a room by yourself and just kind of talking to the camera or whatnot. I think you would be fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you. That means a lot coming from someone.
And then also too, I did see recently, like on your Instagram, and then you released the song as well, that you did participate in the Nico Nico song contest as well. And I know that you said
very
that
recent.
it had been like a while since that's been something that you've been doing, and as you've been saying, you've been getting in a bit more into like JROCK and a bit more of a like heavier sound. So what made you want to go back into like that kind of environment, and was it something that you were a bit nervous about, or?
Actually, yes. You know, considering that it was sort of my start as sort of out, you know, going out into the world and singing. But at the time, though, I wasn't trying to be, well, they call the singers who post their music on Nico Nico utaite. And my goal wasn't to become an utaite, to be honest. It was the only method I could think of to put my music out there, to get my sort of chance to be heard. And it was the perfect timing because Nico Nico was really popular in Japan. And so it was like all or nothing. And I put a song out there in English covers. And that English cover miraculously got into the rankings. And that was the song that sort of gave me my chance to make a major debut. And so I've always had this special place in my heart for Nico Nico. But after making a major debut, sort of, I couldn't do both at the same time.
Right.
Right now, it's going back, and people are becoming, you know, VTuber singers, or utaite are more major.
There's a bit more of like a crossover between the two now.
Exactly. But at the time, internet singers, there was a very thick line between internet singers and, for example, anime singers or major debut singers. And that thick line was one that it was not easy to cross.
Right.
And so once I stepped into the anime song world, I couldn't really continue to do the utaite work due to a lot of reasons that was beyond my control. And so it was a little bit sad for me when I had to sort of distance myself. But after, you know, so many years have gone by, and to see the internet singing community becoming so huge now, I kind of felt like I wanted to try it again. But at the same time, I also knew that it wasn't easy to get back into the world, because even though I may have released a couple of anime songs and people may know my anime songs, that doesn't mean that I have a name as an utaite right now. And I didn't want to like be too like cocky about that. Like, you know, I'm stepping like, back in there. And here, you know, I know that I'm going to get ranking number one. I knew that was not the case. And so I was very nervous. And I was even surprised that I got 16th place in the rankings. And I was so grateful about that. And that was just enough for me. And, but I do hope to be able to continue doing a little bit of these things now and again, because it is fun. It is like a hobby to be able to do a song just for fun and not necessarily for like an anime. It is like, that's the good thing about internet singing, is you can do it for fun.
Oh, perfect. Well, that also kind of leads me into my next question, is because I know that you said before that like doing your art or your music out of pure enjoyment is something that you want to never forget. So this might be a bit of a deep question, but for yourself, is there something that you do to kind of keep that enjoyment alive within yourself, like to making music?
Lately, I found or discovered that my motivation to keep doing music or keep creating things is by doing shows. And even though it's kind of like contradictory in a way, because everything is so internet based right now. And well, big artists are continuing to do live shows, but there are many people who are doing virtual shows or maybe not doing shows at all. You know, artists are not releasing music like as physical copies anymore. Everything is becoming digital. And even in that generation, I do feel like my passion is to actually stand on stage, go to different countries, even outside of Japan, and be there and directly connect with the audience and sing live, because that's the only way that I can really, really sort of feel the energy from people. And without that energy, I that's my main motivation. And I've always been that type of person. Like I said earlier, the reason why I wanted to become a singer was because I love standing on stage and feeling
that like
the
adrenaline
audience.
rush,
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
like connection.
And so I'm that kind of singer that no matter how the generation changes, probably my first and like most deepest passion is to be there and feel and connect with the audience. And so that's probably what I'm going to continue doing and why I'm here in Toronto now. And so, yeah, I think that's a part of the culture that I do feel like I hope will continue, even with all the digital, technology and everything.
Oh, yeah. No, I think throughout the years I've now seen like more international bands doing a lot more touring, which I think is amazing. I myself am a fan of a lot of JROCK, so being able to have bands come here and being able to see them, I think as you're saying, it helps like yourself be able to connect with not just like your local kind of fan base, but also the international one. And I'm sure that probably also gives you a lot more of that energy, as you were saying.
And also, like, I'm sure that you kind of feel this way because you're a YouTuber and you have an audience.
Yeah.
But not just from your side, but I do feel like maybe the audience sometimes feel like they're just a number, a digit sometimes when they're watching. And so they don't feel like they're a part, like their identity is that big to a YouTuber or a VTuber or someone.
Yeah.
But when they come to a show, their presence is so strong.
Yeah.
And I always feel like I want to remind them that they're not just a number. They're a human and they're a really important part of our sort of the work we do.
Exactly.
And our motivation as well. And so like every single view they do, every single comment they post is not just a number to us. It really means the world to us. And so that's sort of like a thing that I feel is really, really important that I want to tell the people who are watching online,
Yeah, and I feel like it's something that sometimes some people might kind of forget about that, but then it's like you kind of have to remind yourself when you first posted a video, you got that first like, and you're like, that's amazing. Like,
I know, right?
Some random person just like likes whatever I'm doing, even if it's just one.
Yeah, so yeah, that's beautiful, I think.
Perfect. And I do have a few people like within my community that are also fans of yours as well. So I know one of them, she did have a lot of questions
I'd love to
that they wanted. I didn't get all of them because I wasn't sure how much time that we would have, but I know one of them that they did have was, you might have kind of touched up on this a bit before, but being one of the first people who did the English Vocaloid covers, what inspired you to translate these songs in the first place?
Well, my native language, I speak both Japanese and English fluently, but my native language that I feel more comfortable with is English. When I speak, when I sort of express myself, I think I feel more natural in English.
Yeah.
But I love Japanese music to death. And when I heard Vocaloid songs in a way are a lot different than other J-pop songs and J-rock songs. They have their own world and their lyrics are so unique.
Yes.
But it's very, very difficult, I think, for native English speakers to actually understand what the Japanese Vocaloid lyrics really, really mean. They're so unique and so difficult that sometimes, like, direct translating it just comes out differently.
Yeah.
And so the beauty of the lyrics struck me so hard that I was like, this would sound so unique and it would mean so much to the global community if they could understand the depth of these songs better.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, this is something I could do because no one's doing it yet. And I tried it out. It felt so home for me. Like it felt like I was doing the right thing. I felt comfortable expressing it. And I guess since there was no one else doing it, even Japanese viewers felt it was unique and they were viewing it. And then the global community, also the response was amazing. They were like, I just love the lyrics so much and I'm so happy that you translated it for us. Now I know what it means and I can sing along.
Yeah.
So I was really happy about that.
That's awesome. I feel like it kind of helps like English speakers understand the Japanese language, but also then like vice versa, like then Japanese people get to understand a bit of like how the English translation works. Because I know, as you're saying, if you try to directly translate something, sometimes you're like, that doesn't fully make sense in English. So it's good to have someone like yourself who can kind of cross that bridge, so to speak.
Yeah, and I've always been that kind of singer who, my goal when I'm putting out songs is not to be a cool sounding singer. Like my main reason to sing isn't to sound good, like as a vocalist. There are a lot of people already out there who are really, really good vocalists. And my sort of main reason that I want to sing is to express emotion, to tell a story. So I feel like sometimes I'm a storyteller and not like a singer necessarily.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what I feel.
I do know that they had one question about if there was like an anime or anything that you could potentially do an intro for. Is there one that's currently out that you would love to
Oh my
work
gosh.
on?
I love animes that are kind of like fighting animes or sports animes, but of course this is just like an anime that's out now that I really, really like, felt like, oh my gosh, it's so cool, would be like Kaiju number 8, that kind of sort of, I don't know, like monster type, fighting type, battle type. Or
I feel like it's kind of like connecting with like the Genshin.
yeah, probably. And of course, something very Japanese like Demon Slayer.
Right.
I mean, I love the Japanese vibe, and then putting like English lyrics into a Japanese sounding song is always so beautiful. So that would be something like a type of song that I would love to try out. But really, like, anime is a wide world.
Yeah.
So any anime, I feel like, would be wonderful to be able to work with.
Oh, perfect. And then just the last question that I do have for you is, what message do you want like current or future fans to take away from the music or the art that you're making?
Just like I do feel like I've been a kind of singer who's been helped by music in many times in my life. Like particularly when I'm not doing so great or emotionally when I'm in a difficult stage in my life, music has always been the thing to keep me going.
Like good escape from.
Yes, exactly. And I do feel like that goes for a lot of people in the world, no matter what country they're in, no matter what language they speak. And so if anything, if they're able to feel a little bit of like power from my music or find some sort of like, I don't know, way to get through another day, even if it's a really, really small thing, that means the world to me. And even if it's just having fun with my music, that's fine as well. Just feeling some sort of energy from my music is exactly the thing that makes me feel happy.
Awesome.
So if they find like, you know, something in my song that rings with them, hits them hard, that's awesome.
No, I think I can kind of speak on that because I believe it's Fight Song from like a few years ago. I was listening to that and I saw some of the comments that I agreed with where it's like, oh, I feel like I can kind of like just like do anything right now. So I would definitely say that you are definitely doing that with
that makes me really happy.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
Well, perfect. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I will also be at the show tomorrow, so best of luck.
It's going to be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm assuming you're excited.
I'm so excited. I mean, I've never actually been in the same event or collaborated with a visual K band. So this is new for me. And I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone's excited to see it tomorrow.
We're going to rock on.
Perfect. Well, is there any final things you'd like to say?
Yeah, thank you for having me.
No,
it
thank
was
you.
really, really nice talking to you. I hope to
it.
learn from more YouTubers like you so that maybe I can do
If
a
you
little
have
bit
any
more.
questions, just let me know.
Yeah, and if you get back into Genshin, let me know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's funny because after like watching your streams and stuff, I was like, oh, I gotta miss it. And then seeing there's so much that's been new since
You've got a
I've
lot
played.
of catching up to do.
So I'm like, okay, I don't know if I have the time for it, but definitely something I want to get back into.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. It was really fun.
Perfect.
Looking forward to tomorrow's. Well, thank you as well. Thank you.
So yes, BigMacs, that was me interviewing Nano. I only had a brief amount of time to be able to speak with her. So again, I appreciate her just taking the time in her very busy schedule to take just a few minutes just to even speak with me and interview. And again, she's an amazing person and makes great music. So if you wanted to check her out, I'll make sure to leave links to all of her channels and music in the description down below. And I highly recommend that you go check her out as well. Nano, if you're watching this, thank you so much for just taking the time. Apologies if I was a bit awkward. It's me. I'm sorry. Hopefully in the future I'll get better at it, but I appreciate you just giving me a chance. Yeah, BigMacs, I hope that you did enjoy that interview that I did. And yeah, I hope to be able to do more of these in the future. And that's really, and that's really it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you did enjoy it. And again, if you get a chance, go check out Nano. You can also go check out JROCKNORTH as well, because they are an amazing, amazing company that help bring over Japanese artists over right now into Canada, to North America. And it is absolutely amazing. And I think that you should go and support them as well. And again, thank you for them for setting this up, and hopefully get to do more in the future. But yeah, thank you again for watching this. I hope that you did enjoy it, and I will see you next time. Bye.